right here with us in the hot seat this morning is Coach Justin Taylor, the men's, boys, West Limestone basketball coach. Coach, welcome, and thanks for coming up here and joining us, man.
Thank you for having me. It's always fun.
You're always been one of my favorite coaches for years and years. You know, I've told you this story before years ago when Coach Story was at East Limestone, and probably your first year, maybe, and you were young. I mean, how do you remember how you were your first year at West?
I think I was 25.
Wow. All right, so you're a babe.
Yeah.
And I
feel sorry for those kids that had to play for me.
Oh, no. Listen, you had some great teams, man, but one thing that I always just admired you for, and because at that age, you know, I'm a good bit older, and, man, you got after it like an old-school type coach, and you coached them up hard, and, you know, nothing wrong, just I loved it. You got them in that huddle, man, and I'm quite sure they understood when they got out of that huddle. They knew what they were supposed to do and how and when. So, you know, you've had a lot of success because of that coaching style through the years. And, you know, if you don't mind me asking, like, who, you know, is this just your style, or did you take it from maybe some of your prior coaches growing up, or is it just you?
Yeah, well, I guess it's just me, but I played for some, man, I was thinking the other day about the coaches that I played for in high school and college, and how fortunate I was. I had two really, really good high school coaches. I mean, as good as anybody. And then both of my coaches in college, at junior college and then at Mississippi College, were fantastic coaches, and all four of them were very intense. They were, you know, they really got after you. But you knew all four of them, you knew how much they loved you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so you'd take anything from them because you knew how much they loved you and that they had our best interest at heart.
And that's what I like about your coaching style. I will say it seems like over the years, as you've gotten a little older, you may have mellowed out just a little bit. Not enough to hurt, you know, the coaching style or anything, but you've had a lot of success, and you know, West Limestone community is blessed to have you and to work with those kids and young men over all these years, and you know, good start to the season.
I appreciate that, but I tell you, it's amazing the kids we've had at West Limestone over the this is my 14th year, and
wow.
I look at these kids. I got 6 seniors this year, 5 that have played for a long time. That you know, you know, it'd be hard to find a coach that was more thankful for the kids he gets to coach than I am. You know, I don't take it for granted. I don't take lightly the opportunity I've been given, how much I've been blessed with these players. It's just remarkable.
Yeah. Well, you know, and you do such a wonderful job. You were talking about coaches. I played for Coach Jimmy Drake at East Limestone years ago, and Coach Drake, you know, God rest his soul, he was you know, my best friend as an adult in later years, but you know, it was that same thing, man, and I can remember that, looking at you and Coach and thinking, man, he's a lot like Jimmy, just, you know, tough love is what it was, or is, and they know where they stand with you, and I like the way you coach, because you know who might need to get hollered at, but you also know the ones that need to be soft-spoken a little bit more too, and that's a big deal when you're coaching like that.
Yeah, it is.
So you haven't played a game yet, right?
That's right.
You've got Clements, Lexington, and Ardmore this week.
That's right.
Correct. So it's a big opening, really. Now Clements is a non-area game. Correct?
All of those are, yeah.
Okay. Clements obviously lost one of their better players in Austin Harville. So I don't know much about them. I don't know if you do.
I don't know a lot, but I know that there's been a lot of years when they lost a lot of players and you know, thought they might be down, and they you know, Coach Gafford, I don't know what he does with those kids, but they are tough. They're always hard to beat. Even years when we beat them, you know, both times, or you know, they may not win as many games. They are hard to beat. It's never easy with them.
So what about, so is that game at home or away?
All 3 this week are away.
Oh, wow. That's a way to start out the season, Coach.
Yeah.
But you'll know what you got, right?
That's right.
I mean, that makes a big difference. So do you have a set starting lineup yet, or is it something you're still kind of tinkering with?
I don't have a clue.
Don't have a clue.
I don't even know. You know, we'll practice tomorrow and Monday, and then play Tuesday, and sometime between now and then I've got to decide who's even going to be on varsity.
Oh wow!
And that's nice, because I had 7 guys that I knew were going to be on there, and there's several that football ended Friday. They came out Monday, and there's several that are going to be and we have a hard time not playing on varsity because of how well they've practiced this week. And
wow,
really surprised me. I knew they were good players, just wasn't sure if they were ready for varsity. But it's
so that's good. It's been a lot.
Oh, it's been great.
So and I'm sure it's been a lot of competition. I'm sure the kids are, busting their tail to try to get the dress on the varsity. So.
Yeah, my wife's sick of me this week coming home talking about how much fun practice. She said I've talked about it all week, how much fun I'm having, and just it's been a great week of practice.
Well, after 14 years, that's saying a lot too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, because I don't think folks realize the toll it takes on coaching, and not just the coach, but your wife, the kids, because the hours are so kind of funky, and late nights, and sometimes several late nights in the season, and so for it to still be fun, man, good for you, and good for the kids too. They make it that way.
They sure do. Good kids.
Yeah, so who's in y'all's area this year?
Brooks and Elkmont. Three
All right,
teams.
so Brooks and Elkmont.
So are you more as far as age goes? Are you more older player heavy? You more younger guys?
If I think we'll have on varsity 5 seniors, a junior, and 4 sophomores is what I think it'll be.
Okay.
If we had to go out there today, that's what our varsity would be. So and those 5 seniors are 6 seniors, and they're a big part of what we'll do. So we are an older team, but we've got 4 a junior and 4 sophomores that will play a lot.
Okay. How many kids did you come in from football into the gym?
12. So we had.
Wow.
We practiced for a couple of weeks with 8 or 9 guys, and they did great. But it was, there's only so much you can do, and you got to do a lot of the same stuff over and over. And so, man, when they got out there, this first day this week, it was. That's part of the reason it was so much fun.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think unless you've played both sports, man. I know football's tough and all that, it is, but man, when you don't have your basketball legs under you, I don't care what kind of shape you are in physically, if you don't have those basketball legs under you, and the cardio, it makes it rough. Yeah, sure does. So
our guys were well conditioned for football, but it's totally different.
It sure is. Sure is.
If you're a school that doesn't play football, you can score some of your early victories against the teams that do.
Yeah. That's a great point. You're right.
We got half of our varsity was probably out there at football, so we're not very good right now. But I'd rather be have a ways to go than we've had years where we didn't have any football players and we were as good in November as we were ever going to be.
Well, that makes for a long season, so maybe it won't be this year. So any players that we need to look at maybe stand out yet, or is it too early to tell?
It's too early to tell. We've got, like I said, our 5 seniors. We got some guys that can really play. Our point guard, Braden Tootin, just so solid, such a good – he was born to be a point guard.
I started to say he comes from a basketball lineage there.
Yeah. And from that – and the offense y'all run, you need that strength. And I love to watch y'all's offense. Oh, my goodness.
Chris, some good shooters, Christian Clemens, Alec Ball, Chase Carter can do anything. He's if we can get him to assert himself more on – the only thing he does bad is not try to score enough.
Just timid to shoot, or
I don't know. He's just such a team guy. He just shares it.
Want to make that extra pass.
And then Jackson Morgan. If you remember Hunter Morgan, that played for the state championship team, his little brother's
his brother.
A senior now,
so wow,
he's really come around.
Well, good for you.
So now, kind of on a personal note here, have they decided where the county tournament's going to be?
Isn't it at Tanner?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's at Tanner.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I'm just. Yeah. I've been working on my air schedule here, and so I thought, well, I wonder when and where the.
Yeah, they just go by. They go in alphabetical order.
Oh, is that okay? I knew they rotated, but I didn't know how.
When you asked, it made me think something had changed, but yeah, they go in alphabetical.
Yeah, okay.
So that'll be y'all following you then, I would think. Yeah. Okay. Well, good deal. Well, hopefully, as the season goes, we will see you at Tanner in the finals.
Yeah,
there for the county tournament. Are you looking forward to playing any particular team over another on your schedule? I glanced at it, and I don't remember.
I think by our area, is both of those games. Our area, I think, is a really great area for us this year. Of course, we got a natural rivalry with Elkmont being a county team, and they're going to be pretty good. And then Brooks is a good rivalry. They'll be really good. They lost 2 games last year and got most of their guys back.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Okay. So.
That will be a tough.
The area is a really good, and it's a lot more fun that way, having an area where you have to it really matters. Every game matters. So. We've been in some before where they weren't fired up to play, even though it was an area game. They had to really try to get fired up to play. Well, these will be easy, and it'll be that way for everybody because all 3 of us have some rivalry with each other.
Yeah, so and it's always fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
The way the areas are spread out now. It's so different it was when we were growing up, and because it made rivalries, right? And it seemed like now that it's so spread out, it just you kind of lost some of that. But so that's good. Brooks isn't that far down the road.
No.
That one obviously is not. So
and with it changing every year, you lose some of that.
Because it doesn't stay the same.
Really good with Brooks and Lauderdale County. We had some great area games for a long time. So. But I think this year, for the next 2 years at least, it'll be really good.
Yeah, well, good deal. Well, man, Coach, listen, thanks so much for coming in and joining us, and I hope you make it a habit, whether you can be in studio or call us, let us know. We want to keep up with you this season, and we wish you the best and look forward to watching you play, man.
Appreciate it. Anytime. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're going to take us a quick break. We just got joined by men's West basketball coach Justin Taylor. You're listening to the Big 1080 WKC.